name's Ron Williams Jr. Yeah, this video is for my daughter, Isabella Victoria Williams, who lives in Bonner County, Sandpoint, Idaho. I'm your real blood dad. I've been fighting for you for 9.5 years. I had a trial up there in Sandpoint, Idaho, Bonner County. Your grandparents, Donna and Daniel Fika. Daniel Fika is not even your grandfather, and Donna is your grandmother, but your grandmother, Donna Fika, got married to some African guy in Sierra Leone, Africa, met him online, married him, and then all of a sudden he became your grandpa. They kidnapped you and took you out of the state of California because me and your mother, Maria Anita De Leon, aka Maria Anita Williams, her birthday, 5/10/82, we were having problems. Your mother was using drugs, all the above. Not to get all into that because, that's now over with. But when I got out of prison for some stuff that your mom and grandmother set me up on that was not true, I've always maintained my innocence. I passed my polygraph test, everything. Anyway, I got out 4 months after I took a deal I should not have took in 2014, March 31st, 2014. And I've been fighting for you ever since. I was fighting for you even before I went to jail. That's why all this started. Because I wasn't going to give you to your grandma. And your mom was using drugs and smoking meth all in the motel rooms and taking off all hours of the night and selling everything in the house. I mean, you name it, she was doing it, cheating on me, sleeping with all my friends, just all the above. Anyway, Isabella Victoria Williams, it was a beautiful day when you were born, the best day of my life. You were born November 27, 2010, Sutter Hospital, Kaiser Hospital in Vallejo. I was there, your mom did a good job, it was the most beautiful thing. I had my friend there, it was beautiful. It was me and your mom, and all of a sudden your grandma popped up. We didn't see your grandma for 3 years. All of a sudden she popped up. It was your sister, me, and my oldest daughter, your oldest sister, Mariah, was there, and everything was good, beautiful day. And then all of a sudden your mom started using drugs again and all hell broke loose. So to make a long story short, I went to prison for something I didn't do. I've always maintained my innocence. I've been fighting. I went to trial twice on those charges. Was not convicted. Okay, was not convicted. I took a deal which I should not have took to get out of prison. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to get out. I mean, your mom was trying to sell my house. She gave my house to her drug dealers. You know what I'm saying? Your auntie, my sister, Dina, who had you first. But, me being stupid, I took you from your auntie, my sister, because I wanted you close to me, because I want to be able to see you, and bond with you more like I was doing. I had you for 4 months, okay? And then, Visa Man had a court date. The CPS told me to keep your mom away from the house, and then I'll be able to get you and your sister back, you know what I'm saying? Your mom was using drugs. She had bumps all over her face. They had video of her running up and down the street using drugs, making false allegations. I mean, you name it, she was doing it. So anyway, I had a court date September 6th of 2011 for a family law court to kind of get you guys back. I had to keep your mom away from the house, did that. And then all of a sudden, I was arrested August 23rd, 2011, a week and a half before I went to court, if you can imagine that. And then all of a sudden, I was going to jail. Fought for 2.5 years, took a deal I should not have done, got 4 months in prison, got out 4 months later. Should I have taken the deal? Hell no. Everything happens for a reason? Hell yes, because now I'm a lot better, no more stress. But I was fighting for you before I went to prison, and I was fighting for you the day I stepped foot out of prison. I did not abandon you, Isabella. You know what I'm saying? So I stopped your mom from getting an adoption. I had to respond within 20 days. I have all the paperwork. There's like 9 different cases between me and your mom, from Solano County all the way to Bonner County, Sandpoint, Idaho. Everything started here, Isabella, in Solano County. So anyway, I'm a good father. I've always maintained. I've always fought for you. My name's Ronald Williams, date of birth, And I want to hate you, your dad. I love you. I was born in Santa Rosa. I lived most of my life in Fairfield, California. I was just with your uncle, Clinton Wood, last year around November of Thanksgiving. And I come to find out from my private investigator on April 1st, 2019, They got in a hit and run car accident here in Fairfield, and he died. You know, I got a chance to see him. Brought him some Thanksgiving food, bought him some clothes. You know, took him to my church. Got his, you know, mouth all clean because he had no teeth. Got him his ID paper to get free ID. He wanted to change his life. Had some videos of me and him. Videos of him talking about what your family did. You know, I'm trying to get those videos back because my phone broke. Took a couple pictures. You know, let him sleep in my car. I didn't that first one night on Thanksgiving, but a couple days later, I let him sleep in my car because I felt bad for him. You know what I'm saying? Thank God I did that because, you know, he ended up getting a fatal hit and run that, you know, someone hit him and took off. So, may he rest in peace. Your Uncle Clinton Montgomery Woods. So, yeah, he was born 1980. That was your mom's brother, Clinton, and your sister, your auntie Angela, Siler's brother. And, you know, and I believe personally he wouldn't be dead if your mom didn't take you, kidnap you, take you all the way to Idaho, and just leave them out here like that, knowing he had mental problems. That's a whole different story. You know, your grandma always wanted a kid. She can't have babies no more. She can't have kids. She always wanted another baby. She wanted another baby with her second husband, Rufino Montalban. He was Puerto Rican. She didn't want your brother, your half-brother and sisters, Junior and Sade. Why? Because they looked black and white. She only wanted Mariah because Mariah looked what? White and Puerto Rican. I didn't want to tell Mariah that, but, you know, that was the rumor in the family that, whatever, you know, so me and your mom, Maria, stopped your grandma from getting Mariah. We stopped her from doing that because she wanted to play mommy and daddy with her second husband, who was Puerto Rican, Rufino. So we stopped that. Fast forward many years later, she married a black dude. First she didn't like black dudes, now she married a black dude from Africa, Sierra Leone. Now all of a sudden she wants a mixed baby. You know what I'm saying? She can't have kids once again. She didn't ask your mom to have a baby for her. She didn't ask your auntie Angela to have a baby for her. I mean, Christ, she even tried to take Clinton's kid one time, but the kid had problems. So here's the next best thing. You were born my first biological daughter, you know, Isabella. And then your grandma saw a great opportunity. Me and your mom was fighting. She pulled it off. Made up some things that wasn't true. Your daddy's innocent, baby. You know, but your mom, before she was using drugs, was a very good mom. I married your mother January 20th, 2009 at Napa County. You know, Napa County, you know, so when I married your mama, I lost your grandfather, your real grandfather, my dad, Ronald Sr., Ronald Williams Sr., who passed away August 17, 2009, 8 months later after I married your mom, I buried my father, and then things went downhill from there. Your grandfather predicted you would be born. He sat right there at my table in January and told me, at my table, at my dinner table, he said, son, when are you going to have a kid? I said, I already got one. I got a daughter. He goes, well, when are you going to have another one? And I didn't want Mariah's feelings to get hurt because Mariah was right there. I go, man, I got a daughter right here. He goes, okay, well, when are you going to have another daughter? So I was like, I'm trying, Pop, I'm trying. And your grandfather was like, we don't shoot blanks in our family. I'm like, man, baby, Pop, I'm trying. He was like, but son, if you ever have a baby, I want you to have a son. So I know my last name will carry on. Then he was like, you know what, son, though? You're not going to have no baby. I mean, you're not going to have no son. When you have a baby, you're going to have a girl. He goes, why? Because your sister Dina, that's your auntie Isabella, your sister Dina, he goes, son, your sister Dina got the rough, she's more hardcore. She got the rough, rugged, and raw side of me when I was younger. Son, you're more of the OG version of me, laid how I am now. You know, laid back, kick back. Yeah, you'll ride if you want to, but you'll kick back. You know, you ain't really tripping, but you'll kick back. And you'll get on it nigga if you have to, but you ain't really tripping. You know, so it's Gucci. So, and he goes, plus, I see how you act with Mariah. You know, you take care of her. You try to help her with her homework. You walk her to school. You say prayers for that night. You cook her food. You take her out to get school clothes for her, you know, going to school and all her new stuff that she needs for school. I had her going to private school at once because I wanted to have a better life. I signed her up for private school that I paid for, but she didn't like it though, she said. So I took her out of it. You know what I'm saying? So your grandfather, my dad was like, so son, if you ever have a baby, you won't have a girl because you're good with girls. And showing up a year and 3 months after my dad, your grandfather passed away, Isabella, you were born. And that was the happiest day of my life. Well, I love you. I fought for you when I got out of prison. I fought for you. They paid for me a lawyer, a public defender. They appointed me a lawyer up in Idaho. You know, I sold my house. I got my house back from your mom. Got all the drug dealers out the house. You know what I'm saying? You know, got your mom out of there. Your mom and everybody got hit with a $35,000 fine from the city of Well. Got the house back. Sold it in 2016 for $117,000. You know what I'm saying? Took home $68,000. You know what I'm saying? Paid for a private investigator. Paid for another private investigator up in Idaho. And then I got a lawyer. Paid for her to have the case sent back to its original county where I live, which is Solano County, Fairfield, California. You know what I'm saying? That case, that adoption case should not even happen in Idaho, but your grandmother kidnapped you and took you out of the state without letting me know. She broke the rules of being the guardian. I never gave her guardianship, but because I went to jail, they gave her guardianship. But I told them I do not want no one having guardianship over my kid. But until this nonsense is cleared up, I'd rather Isabella stay with, I said, at court, coming into court with shackles, with some fucked up charges, came to court in shackles. I didn't have to go. They told me it wasn't criminal. I don't have to go. Well, hell yeah, I'm going. My kids need me. I'm going. Went to court, shackled up. You should have seen your grandma's mouth. And that fake ass grandfather you got. You should have seen their mouth. Their mouth drop. I said, what shit? You thought I wasn't going to show? My baby needs me. Shackled up and everything was embarrassing, but I still went. I chose to go. I divorced your mother. Your mother did not divorce me. Isabella, when you get older and you're able to look for yourself, you'll realize, right, that there's names on the documents. It'll say petitioner. The petitioner is somebody who files. My name is on top. I am the petitioner. The respondent is at the bottom. That's your mom, Maria Anita Williams. Her birthday, 5/10/82. Your mom is your mom. Donna Fika is not your mom. She's your grandmother. Okay, and I just pray you find this video one day. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. But in God's grace, I hope you do. Isabella, I repeat, I never abandoned you. I went to court in Idaho. I was in a program, Cash Creek Lodge in Woodland, California. My parole officer sent me there. I was there twice and got kicked out. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I tried my best, you know. I went to another program, doing pretty good, working at the chicken factory in Petaluma. You know, I paid private investigators. They're going to try to say I didn't pay that much. I go, first of all, it's not my fault that the private investigators didn't want all this money. If they wanted $68,000, I would have gave them that. But they didn't want it. They wanted $1,500. Then I paid another, $1,500, $2,000 for a private investigator in Idaho. And they were texting me, sending me pictures of some African lady holding your hand, walking with me. It was so funny. Me and your grandmother, my mom, Donna, we were laughing. You're looking at the camera like you knew there was somebody looking at you, Isabella. You're just a baby, and you're looking, and you're pointing like this, like you seen somebody. And I'm like, that's my baby, boy. That's my baby. I love you, Isabella. I didn't abandon you. So your mom tried to get the guardianship. She took off and filed a registry in Idaho to allow California what's going on, to let us know what's going on up in Idaho. Right? She wasn't even supposed to do that. The county clerk's office called your grandma and said, do not leave the state of California because you do not have guardianship. You have to notify Mr. Williams. They didn't do it. They just took off anyway. Okay, so when they filed the registry, they wanted to get guardianship. I had to respond within 20 days. I did that. I responded. Then she kept pushing for the guardianship, a hearing on it. I hired a lawyer. Her name was Angela Marshall from Bonner County. Angela Marshall, Isabella, from Bonner County. She represented me for 1 day for like $900. Right? She had the guardianship case sent back to its original state in California. So when I came to court out here, your mom didn't want to mediate and let me see you. I said, I'll choose supervised visitation. Not for your protection, because, I'm not going to hurt my daughter. I'm not going to hurt nobody. No kid, period. I said, not for Isabella's protection.
I want motherfuckers supervised visitation for my protection because I know how this family is. If you read the documents, Isabella, it says that on there. You know what I'm saying? I said I want a state official or somebody monitoring my visits with my daughter Isabella for my protection. Right, but your mom didn't want to do it. She still wouldn't let me see you. And the court's already said, hey, he poses no threat to his daughter, and he's offering he's asking for supervised visitation. Your mom still didn't want to do it. You know why, Isabella? Because Maria, your mom, married a Mexican dude and started having Mexican babies, and she gave you to her mother so she could stay at the house at 1131 Magazine Street. That's the deal. Trust me, on top of many other deals your grandmother was doing with your mama because she was on drugs. You know, CPS all day, every day with your mama. All the papers from CPS in Vallejo, California were all started, Isabella. All the documents from CPS, the Child Protection Services, Isabella. CPS is Child Protection Services. All the allegations of abuse from from your mom abusing your older sister Mariah. It was like 9 different CPS cases. Some of them caused by your grandmother, right? Most of them all caused by your grandmother. All pointing to your mother. And all of a sudden, when I left your mom, when I took Mariah, your sister, to her grandma's, when I took you to go live with your grandma because I couldn't stop your mom from using drugs, all of a sudden, everything switched and I became the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't think so. So, you know, I got caught up, Isabella, but this video let you know I did not abandon you and your daddy loves you. You know, your name is very precious to me. It's very precious to and very important to the Williams family. Your name is Isabella Victoria Williams. Okay? That's your real name. They're trying to change your name now to Isabella Jezebel Fika. That is not your name. Okay? So, when we had a trial in Idaho, they were like, okay, do you want to have a trial? I said, they want to adopt her. So they wanted the guardianship. We terminated that. I responded in 20 days. My lawyer got the guardianship sent back to California where it rightfully belongs, right? Then the judge terminated the guardianship. Out here in California, he said, why is Donna and Daniel Fico not in my courtroom telling me and showing me they have guardianship? I said, Your Honor, hi, my name is Ronald Williams. I am the father, the biological father of Isabella Victoria Williams. Birth date 11/27/2010, November 27, 2010. I'm her father, Ronald Williams Jr. I said, look, and my name's on the birth certificate. I said, look, this is what's going on. They do not have guardianship. They had their lawyer come up in there, some Henry Price, or whatever the fuck his name was, or whatever his name was. I said, look, he is not the lawyer, man. I mean, he is not the guardianship. And he even admitted, yes, Mr. Williams has been to all the court dates. Yes, Mr. Williams just came to the court date in October 17th. And now here it is November 1st, 2017. Mr. Williams been to all the court dates. Yes, he's telling the truth. I don't know what's going on. For all I'm concerned, there's not even a guardianship case up there. So, what your grandma and your grandfather, your step-grandfather, Daniel Fica, did, then they went to move for an adoption. Okay, then I had a sheriff come to my house in Sacramento. I lived at 2516 Albatross Way, apartment 3 in Sacramento, California. Okay, over there in the Arden area, off El Camino. Okay, I had a sheriff come to my door. Okay, papers saying I had to respond within 20 days. Within 20 days for the adoption. Okay, 20 days for the adoption. Now check this out. I responded. When I responded for the adoption, you know what I'm saying, 20 days, it's terminated. Then your grandma filed for a court hearing on the adoption. They paid for my lawyer, not your grandmother, but the county, the state of Idaho, paid for my public defender to appoint to me and paid for my flight and room stay and all that, right? Really, they were buttering me up. I didn't know because I wasn't aware of their politics. If that shit would have happened, that adoption would have happened in California, Isabella, I wouldn't have lost. Why? Because all they had to do was prove that I abandoned you. They couldn't prove it, but they still ruled against me because of the situation. All right, if it was California, that wouldn't have happened. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I waited for an appeal process, Isabella. I waited for a whole fucking year until my lawyer called me June 3rd, 2019, this year, and said, we lost the appeal. So, you know what I'm saying? And I fought for 9.5 years. I fought for 8.5 or 9 years. You'll be 9 years old this year. I fought for 8.5 years. I've been fighting before you was even born. You know what I'm saying? I've been going through problems with your mama before you was even born, man. You know what I'm saying? So I've been fighting for you since the day you was born. For 9 years, I've been fighting for you. And there's nothing I can do, Isabella, no more. They took my parental rights away. You know, but I'm still your daddy. Like everybody told me on Facebook, like everybody told me, you know what I'm saying? They may be able to take her last name and change it, but one thing they can never change is she's always going to be my daughter. I love you, Isabella.